Hi Aries, welcome to your free monthly extended reading for the month of August 2023. Hope your August is off to a great start. Just a reminder, on August 1st, we do have that full moon in Aquarius. Should be bringing in some optimism for us. And that combined with the North Node recently shifting into Aries, we should, as Aries, really feel that optimism for the future because the North Nodes are connected to the future. So definitely utilize that energy this month to manifest what it is you are looking to manifest. And also too, let's make sure that we're not too focused just on the money aspect with manifesting. For Aries lately, I have noticed some need for really focusing on our emotional well-being and really letting something go so that we can get to this judgment energy. So as I have been stressing in my weeklies, everybody has been getting judgment. So everybody is being asked to liberate themselves from the past and to answer the wake-up call. And that wake-up call is coming from within if we listen carefully. So really use that full moon to clear out anything that we feel might be hindering us. So yeah, with that energy, because it's such a Virgo season in the middle of the month, Aries could find it a little bit more difficult to navigate if we don't align ourselves now with the energy necessary to navigate through Virgo season. So definitely utilize this time for that. All right, so now that I have focused on this for Aries, August 2023, let us shuffle to see what the energy is for you. All right, so that's my sign to stop shuffling. All right, Aries, August 2023. What do we see? What we got going on for you? All right, so right off the bat, your fire energy is really connected to that judgment. So it seems like there might be some reoccurring thoughts that are almost a self-sabotage when it comes to aligning with our true calling that is connected to our fire energy. So definitely be mindful of this for this month, because that could be tripping you up if we overthink too much, if you will. So if there are some energies that are keeping you up at night, it's important to write them down and reflect on what it is that is bubbling to the surface that just doesn't want to seem to release itself. All right, well, so that's interesting right after I said that. We'll get to that in just a second here. All right, great. Okay, so let me just get these here aligned. So this is pretty wonderful. The energy for the month of August for Aries is the star. So we are clearing out what I was talking about, that everything from the past couple of months that has really been challenging you, Aries, it's getting cleared. So if you can see, this is the remains of the tower. And the star is the energy after the tower crumbles. So my hope for you is that we are aligned to this new energy, that we're attached to the lightning bolt of change and not hanging on to that tower that is crumbling. And in this instance, the tower's already crumbled, okay, Aries? So definitely focus on the star. And the star really asks you to follow your bliss. I'm not sure if any of you know who Joseph Campbell is, but if you don't, I highly, highly, highly recommend you check out The Power of Myth so that you can be your own hero in your journey. It's basically like the Fool's Journey, but It's really uplifting, and it really pushes you into following your bliss. So this is the energy for the month, okay? So now let's see. All right, so remember what I was saying about how the thoughts keeping you up at night? Well, the Eight of Swords is about feeling stuck, but the Eight of Swords also is that reminder that we can free ourselves anytime we want. So if you are feeling stuck, if you are feeling like these same patterns, negative patterns keep arising, it's time to actually take responsibility for that. And with this too, I would ask you, Aries, to look at what your Jupiter, what sign rules Jupiter in your chart. And that could be the answer you're looking for into getting unstuck, if you will. So definitely I see this related to our career and to communication. So if for some reason, let's say we tend to get in these situations where we upset people by the things that we say. You know, Aries, the fire, it can burn a little hot sometimes, and sometimes that that fire energy, I think of that movie Inside Out, where, you know, the anger, that fire, and he blows up and he gets all angry. Like that is Aries energy right there when it's at and it's unregulated fire, you know. So definitely know that you are in control of freeing yourself from whatever you think is holding you back, okay? So again, look at where Jupiter is, because this Jupiter in the background is your answer to unsticking yourself here. Okay, so this is wonderful because seeing the Empress with the star, like what this is saying is that you are in the right place to manifest right now. So I would really utilize this full moon at the beginning of the month to clear whatever it is with this new sense of optimism. And in the 2 weeks building up to that new moon, really, really focus yourself on what it is you're manifesting, because you have everything aligned for that. So definitely stay focused on this, because yeah, abundance is right where it needs to be. So you have that energy right where it needs to be. So just don't feel stuck, okay? And this is interesting. Okay, so the Seven of Wands here. I often feel like the Seven of Wands lately, especially with fire signs, is asking you to, so this stands for standing up for what you believe in and having convictions and, you know, putting your foot down, if you will. But honestly, lately, I feel like this is asking if we need to reflect on what is it that we feel so strongly about. Are those beliefs still aligned with us? Are there triggers that make us exert this energy that we need to clear and not hold on to? That's what I've been getting lately with this card. Because you definitely need less of this energy. So the fact that you need less of this energy makes me think that we're still connected to something from the rubble here that we really need to clear with this full moon on the 1st. So I will definitely get this uploaded before the 1st so that you can be ready to clear this energy, because we really want to be able to, you know, put down the wand, if you will, and put down our guard too. I mean, this almost feels like too that you aren't letting somebody in. So let's keep going to see if we can clear that up a little bit, because I think once we get through this, we're gonna see more of what we need to see. Okay, so all right, so this is making me think, especially too with the way that we communicate with people in our lives, especially our loved ones, because the Ace of Swords is what we can change. And the Ace of Swords is really about moving forward and having that determination and not being scared of new ideas. And so this really makes me think that this energy is getting in the way of this, which we definitely do not want, because these new opportunities are going to be manifested so much easier with this Empress energy, especially with the star being our main focus this month. Like we're ready to welcome this in. So definitely, like when you're in that optimistic vibe, focus on this, okay? And focus on this wonderful visual of this star energy, because that can really help you steer the course towards what you're looking for. Okay, so what you have to accept is the Ten of Wands. And the Ten of Wands is saying you have to accept that something's coming to an end. I don't know if this is necessarily a relationship. It could be a job. I'm really feeling something connected to your fire energy. So, but you have to accept that things need to come to an end to welcome this in. So that's what's interesting is you're really holding on to something right now. And holding on to this is blocking this from coming in. So whatever we have to release, it's time to release it. And again, that full moons are about clearing, releasing, getting rid of anything that's in our way. So definitely utilize that energy, because we have to accept that some things need to come to an end to welcome in new things that we want. So if you are feeling like burdened or overworked, like also change your perspective and know that when we're in that like pressure, it's reached its end, okay? And you're welcoming in this. So yeah, we need to let go is really what I'm seeing, is we really need to let go if we're going to welcome that energy in. Okay, and so where things are heading, if we can do the work to clear, is the Knight of Swords. Now the Knights are very fast paced. The swords are connected to communication too. So you definitely, I feel like you're shifting what it is that you feel like is your purpose. Once we clear this right here, this is going to open up. And it's like this sword, this new beginning, this new project, this new way of thinking is going to be really forward, fast moving. So by getting rid of these old beliefs, by getting rid of whatever it is that we're still carrying from the past few months, we need to clear, because there's a new way of thinking that's coming in for you, and it's going to change your life. But you have to let go of this heavy energy in order to welcome this in. And that can be hard, Aries, because, you know, I know that you Aries, you are assertive and you know what you feel and you want to stick with it. But sometimes we need to embrace the change and the flow. And especially with this air energy, because the air wants you to move, like it wants to help the flame move like this, you know? So definitely stay focused on that. Okay, so next what we're gonna do, because you really need to clear something here, we're gonna see what past life energy can help you release what it is that we're holding on to. So this, I am hoping for you, Aries, is going to illuminate what is causing you to hold on so tightly to this. Okay, so let's just see here quickly if we can figure out what is it that Aries are holding on to from the past. Now, these past life cards, they can be past lives before this lifetime, or they can be connected to your childhood. So take it as it resonates. And let's see here, though. All right, so your past life is related to its food and hunger. Now, this obviously is a feeling of lack. So that's very interesting, because whether or not you realize it, you have everything you need. And the more you focus on that, and the more you focus on your ability to manifest, the more we can align with the star energy, okay? So it's so interesting. You're holding on to a feeling of lack, and you're not even recognizing how much you have. So you really want to take pleasure in what you have, okay? So when we're clearing, the best way to clear anything, especially if it's like some poverty consciousness, is focusing on all the things you have. Because if you get stuck on these tiny little details, that it's a safety net and you might not even realize it, because you think you have to protect what you have, but that scarcity mindset, because you're actually hindering this from coming into your life when you think like that. So I'm actually going to pull the booklet for this, because I feel like what they say really helps when it comes to the past life stuff. All right, 1 second here. Okay, so now again, this can be related to a past life from another timeline, or this can be your childhood. Most likely I'm seeing this connected to childhood. So it says you didn't have enough to eat in your past lives, causing you to overeat and hoard food in this incarnation. You may have weight or eating disorder issues coming because you associate eating with fear instead of hunger. So that's interesting. So really pay attention when you're eating. Like, I mean, obviously we're so, we go on autopilot when we're eating and drinking. You know, I know you're supposed to like, chew 32 times or something when you are eating, but nobody does that. But yeah, actually focus when you're eating and see if there's a certain energy that comes along with that. So it's saying you harbor insecurities about whether there will be enough food in the future, so you may stockpile supplies. You also serve yourself large portions and make sure you eat everything on the plate, just in case there won't be enough. Okay, interesting. So it says for some people, this pattern also applies to fears about having enough water to drink. So that's interesting too, because with fire, especially if you don't have water, I feel like a lot of you Aries who these past few months have had some, explosive energy, you might not have enough water in your chart. So make sure you stay hydrated and make sure you can bring water into your dwellings, even like a fish tank or one of those fountains, that trickles water down. Make sure you incorporate water into your either, where you work or where you live, but definitely do that, because you have to release this. So this is connected to these two cards here of that burden that you're carrying along. So it should be that often just remembering the past life is enough to heal this issue. So just acknowledge this. And when you're doing your full moon intentions to release, you want to release this, okay? So really put this into those intentions that you have. Now understand that the past is over and it will not repeat in this current lifetime. So that's what's blocking you from this. You have this and you don't even realize it because you're so scared from this attachment still. So the goal should be to learn and let go. And also let fears of deprivation fade away and open yourself up to abundance. So this is written in this book. Open yourself up to abundance. You have exactly what you need to manifest this. And once you do release this, you're going to welcome in this. And you're going to have a whole new way of thinking. You're going to shift your whole new way of thinking just by releasing this. So that's really powerful. I'm actually going to put this health card on there, because health is not only related to our physical health, but our mental health too. All right, so now let us pull an empowering question for you to help guide you on this journey of releasing this scarcity mindset. And I get it, that's the thing too, like that fire energy when it, looks like you got two questions to ponder here, but that fire energy, when it comes from this place of fear, the person on the other side of it, they don't know where it's coming from. They just see that fire, and that fire, it can be hostile. I mean, people are scared of fire, right? So definitely acknowledge, okay? Acknowledge this energy so that you can release it, right? Because we don't want to pretend it's not there. Just because you pretend those wands aren't on your back doesn't mean they're not there, all right? So, perfect. All right. The questions, the empowering questions to help you shift that energy are, what am I thankful for today? So what did I just say about taking a look around and seeing all the wonderful things that are already in front of you? I mean, just being able to breathe, you know? So just take a look, and you have so much to be grateful for. And once you do that, so once you ponder this, write this down, especially with this optimistic energy you're being gifted with this full moon and the North Node in Aries. Really focus on this, because you are catapulting yourself into the future in a positive direction if you can do the work, okay? So definitely ask yourself what you're thankful for today. Write it down every single day, okay, Aries? And then your second question to ponder is, how would I want to be encouraged right now? What would I want to hear? So you have to be your own guide, your own parent, your own partner, okay? And really focus on this, especially if you're somebody who doesn't express your emotions. Like I said, I really feel like a lot of you are lacking some water in your chart, okay? So definitely, like I said, drink a lot of water, have water around you somehow, okay? Go swimming, go to the beach, honestly, like get a fish tank and just get a goldfish, put it in a vase, okay? Somehow incorporate water into your environment. Okay, next we're gonna pull a crystal that can help Aries clear this, because that's the thing too, Aries, is like, this is the one thing that seems to be holding you back, okay? And it's something that's like really powerfully got a hold on you. Like so if you can put it in that focus of like, it's this one thing, you know, and you got to do the work and you got to clear it, because once you do, you're going to catapult into the future, really. Okay. So the crystal that you should have around you, I mean, put it in your pocket, put it in your wallet, in your purse, in your car, next to your bed, is selenite. Now, selenite is spiritual guidance, okay? So if you are feeling cut off from that, like I was saying with judgment, like everybody is going to be connected to that. And you have to align your energy, though, to be ready to answer that call. And that energy is connected to this. It's not connected to this, okay? Because if you're stuck down here when it calls, you're not ready to step into the future. So selenite can really help you with that optimism too, and have the faith and belief that you are clearing what it is that you need to clear, because man, but you're going to clear it, okay? Like it really is coming to an end. So you have to let go, though. And I know how hard that can be, because patterns are a hard thing to release, especially when they're so ingrained with us. But it's something that, you know, you really got to do. Okay, so the Queen of Swords is your clarifying card for the month. And the Queen of Swords is really asking you to allow your experiences to inform your decisions. And another interesting thing is the Queen of Swords is ruled by water and also Virgo. So what this is really telling me is we really want to clear this before Virgo season comes, okay? So do the work, please, because she is on her throne. And also what I love too is she's a sword, okay? So what you can bring in is this new way of thinking. And by doing this work, you're going to be like not only shifted into this new way of thinking, but like it's going to happen so quickly that it's just a part of who you are. So like, I just really don't know if you realize how powerful it is to clear this for what it is you feel like is missing from your life. So please take the time to do all that work, Aries, because, you know, you deserve all the happiness, just like everybody deserves all the happiness. And unfortunately, you know, sometimes like the work, it's work, all right? But like we can clear that to welcome this in, because I know you have it in you to clear clear that and step into this wonderful energy. So I hope you enjoyed this extended reading. If you did, please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, share with other Aries in your life, and always check out your sun, moon, and rising for a more in-depth look at the month ahead. But yeah, follow your bliss and stay focused on that optimism and embrace this shift. Oh, and that's another thing too. If you, after you're clearing too, the peak of that Lionsgate portal is on the 8th, you know, and Leo is fire as well. So really just please take the time to do the work and dedicate some time into this powerful shift that's coming for you. So have a wonderful month, Aries, and I will talk to you all soon.